Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. In today's video we are going to look through the Call of Cthulhu Keeper rulebook, and we're looking at the combat. How we're going to start with how fisticuffs and how using weapons in melee combat works in Call of Cthulhu. So without further ado, the first thing it says is that you need to declare declaration of intent. What is your character doing? The example is player, I'm going to punch the guard and then run for the open door. The keeper, the guard is going to try to grab you. Roll your brawling skill. Or another example, keeper, the monstrous humanoid is running straight at you. What are you doing? The player, I raise my shotgun and blast the thing. Keeper, okay, give me a skill roll for shotgun. So more or less, the way it wants you to do it is when you're doing combat, which you should be doing this with all the role-playing games, but when you do combat, you should ask the player to describe what he's doing and then determine what skill would be appropriate for it. Me and my friends, we don't quite do that enough with our D&D games. Now, the way they want to do a combat round, they want you to use dexterity for the order of attack and what's being used. So if you're using guns, you get to go first compared to melee, so on and so forth. But from there you just go in the order of who has the highest dex. I don't really like that. I like rolling for dex from D&D. I also like having random dex every turn, so I would have them roll back and forth every turn. I'd have whatever players were present, I'd pick one of them. You roll dex this turn for initiative. And then if they beat me, they go first. And then it goes. And then the next turn, the other guy rolls for the group initiative. Example of actions in combat round. You can initiate attack using a fighting or firearm skill. You can perform a fighting maneuver. You can flee from combat. You can cast a spell. You can perform some other action requiring time and perhaps dice roll, such as pick a lock while others fight. But now let's dive into what I wanted to be the majority of this video. Fist fights. Melee attacks are resolved using opposed skill rolls. When attacked, a character has a simple choice, either dodge or fight back. And here's the 3 ways that works. If the character chooses to fight back, use the target's fighting skill to oppose the attacker's fighting skill. If the character chooses to dodge, use the target's dodge skill to oppose the attacker's fighting skill. If the target is neither fighting back nor dodging, refer to surprise attack on page 106. To resolving a fighting attack made against a target that is fighting back. If the attacker achieves a higher level of success, they deal damage to their target. If the defender achieves a higher level of success, he or she has successfully blocked, parried, or avoided the attacker's blow and simultaneously landed a blow of their own. In the case of a draw, the attacker wins. If both fail, no damage is inflicted. Resolving a fighting attack made against a target that is dodging. If the attacker achieves a higher level of success, they deal damage. If the defender achieves a higher level of success, they have dodged the attack and take no damage. In the case of a draw, the defender wins when dodging. If both fail, no damage is inflicted. Extreme damage and impales. Greater damage is inflicted if the attacker gains an extreme level of success on their attack. This only occurs if the attack is made on a character's turn in the dex order, not when fighting back. So when it's your time to act is when you can do an extreme damage or an impale. Now, I might house rule that and say anytime you get to roll dice, you have a chance of it. So I think I'll save using weapons for the next video. We'll cover weapons and improvised weapons. So that's how melee combat works in Call of Cthulhu. After you determine who succeeds on the attack, you then roll damage. Damage is covered more in the weapons section, and it's just a minor note to how combat works, but is the major point to if you can survive it or not. Well, until we meet again, guys.